Okay, if you get this right and you feel it working in your training sessions, I'm gonna tell you exactly where you're gonna feel it first and how it affects your running. You won't want to do it a different way, and it will unlock a whole new level of running. Imagine in order to run fast, whether you're training for a marathon or a 5K, you need 5 things working for you. And by not tapping into this thing alone, you're missing 20 to 40%, not just in your racing, but in all your training. Imagine how that affects your ability to run and your ability to perform and run fast on race day. So the biggest bang for your buck, I tell you the 4 exercises in my strength routine, but this is one of them. And I'm gonna show you how to execute as well as I possibly can the deadlift. As you can see, I'm not focused on the weight. There's about 30, 35K, 70 pounds on this bar. All I'm focused about is, are my glutes engaging? And am I working on the strength of my glutes and the top of my hamstring? That's all I care about. And in order to isolate those muscles, I want to be attached to this bar with my skeleton. So I come close to the bar, I'm in bare feet or socks, and that your knees will thank you if you do that. Then I'm attached to the bar, shoulder width apart, bending my knees. Everything is going to be in control. And all I'm focused on is the arms are not doing anything. There's no or very, very little muscle engagement from my arms. I'm pulling it up with the skeleton and I can feel it in the glute and the hamstrings. And that for me is perfect because of what I can feel. The form needs to be good enough for you to not get injured, slow and controlled on the way down. And I'm slowing the movement down for you, pulling it back up, pushing through the glutes and the hamstrings. And what I'm doing, the best way to do, rather than look at the camera or in front of you at the mirror, is to look down. So as you can see, if I can do it that slow, with that weight, of course I could lift more, but that's not the important point. The important point is to be building strength exactly where it is. So the risk reward is low by lifting a weight that is going to make you strong enough to be able to run up those hills, run those intervals faster and really tap into your game. Once you feel that you've got the technique dialed in, and the main thing is, we don't want to get injured in the weight room when we want to be out there running. And once we get to a point where we can feel this deadlift strength, and I'm only going to do 3 times 10. Once we feel that going into, we feel the effects of it in the hill reps, in the interval training first, and then into the specific long run, and in all your running, you're not going to want to skip it. For me, this will happen on the day after long run day. So long run day for me, specific long run day is on Sunday. On the Monday, the strength session is happening. If you've not got the time to do all the exercises, then it will be split for me over the Monday and the Thursday. Thursday, the day after the interval session. So I've got to feel out my body. Is my body a bit tender? Should I be resting completely on that day? Usually, for me, it will just be 1 strength session a week on the Monday. And so from the side, how does that look? Again, we just focused on grabbing it with our skeleton, shoulder width apart. And then already in that position, I can feel the glutes and the hamstrings are engaged. That's a good sign. So I'm pushing through the ground and the weight is coming up. And I feel comfortable with that movement. Again, I'm looking ahead in front of me. Often the tendency is to look straight ahead at the mirror, which you can do, glance from time to time to make sure you're doing the exercise right. and then we're good. So if you've not got a barbell at home and you've got a couple of dumbbells instead, or it's easier for you to get a couple of dumbbells for space, then you can replicate this movement exactly the same with dumbbells. And you can't go far wrong with a 10, 15, 20 kilo or a couple of sort of 45-pound dumbbells at home. And so how it looks like is exactly the same. It's easy to be shoulder width apart. We do exactly the same motion, coming down, bending the knees, feeling it. So this is not a weight where I'm really feeling it. I'm having to get there and feel myself pushing through the glutes and hamstrings, and I'm coming up. Getting controlled movement, and it would be more like, okay, am I in control of that? Yeah, great. Exactly the same as an interval session. Okay, my skeleton gripped onto them. Yeah, my biceps engaged. Nope. All in the glutes and hamstrings. And you're going to feel it a little bit in the quads as well. And then from the side, shoulder width apart, the feet. When it comes to something like deadlifts or squats or any activity in the gym, especially if you're new to strength training, YouTube can only do so much. There's only so much I can tell you through the camera. If you've got somebody there experienced in the gym who you could just say, can you show me how to execute the perfect deadlift? And watch me a few times. There's no replacement for that. And the way that I would start is with no weight at all. So you could just do it in your living room, just going through the motions and feeling it through the glutes and the hamstrings. Remember, the ultimate goal is we want to be as fast at running as possible. And we want to feel this strength session and this time we're dedicating to the strength session feeding into our running, and we'll feel it in an interval session when you're running faster, hill interval session first. An amount of time every week into something that is making us not only faster, but also injured less, more robust, then we're gonna wanna do it more often. And that's exactly where we wanna be with strength training. So all those excuses of, I only strength train when I get injured, prehabilitation or rehabilitation, or when I've got extra time, I usually run more. Once you feel you've got a whole new level to attack as a runner, faster times, if you just get this area of your game working for you, you're not going to do it in a different way. It's pretty simple, but when you think this way, it won't change for you. It's pretty funny, but we all want to know what Eliud Kipchoge or the best runners in the world are doing. Ice baths? Are they doing infrared saunas? That's literally the 0.1% on top of what they're already doing. What they are doing consistently is weight training.